So, what I want to talk about on this wonderful Saturday morning is um, emotional freedom. Emotional freedom. I don't know if you've heard that term before. I use emotional freedom technique, right? Or tapping. If you've been in a session with me or watched some of my lives or watched some of my replays, I do some tapping, and it's called emotional freedom technique. But I want to talk about for a minute specifically emotional freedom, and I want to ask you to think about, what does that mean to you? What does emotional freedom mean to you? And I've been thinking about this and processing this for a while. Um, as you know, this is a business, and I have a business coach, and it's actual thing. I didn't really think it was a thing, but it's really a thing. The elevators, what's your elevator speech, right? So if you get into an elevator and you only have so many seconds or minutes to pitch your business or what you do to somebody who could possibly, help you level up, what are you going to tell them? And I have bounced back and forth for a long, long time and trying to get my elevator pitch, together. And I was voice texting back and forth with my business coach. And she said, well, you're a coach for those wanting emotional freedom, which is vague, right? Like, you have to explain what that is, right? I had to break that down. So my neighbors decided to mow. Let me know if you can't hear me. Teresa, I see you making comments. Let me know if you can't hear me, and I can come back. I hope it's okay. She says, Teresa said, being able to regulate my emotions. Yep. And not only regulate them, maybe, but also breaking free from them, right? Especially ones that are holding you back. And that was my business coach's point. Oh, great. Perfect. Thank you. She said, you work with women who need to break through and work through whatever's holding them back, and they are looking for freedom. And it hit me because so many of my clients, whenever I do group work or one-on-one or whatever, they say they want to feel free. They want to have freedom. They want to bust through that and feel that it's almost like, when Superman opens up his thing and, he's like this, to feel that freedom. And so I want you to, think about, what does freedom mean to you? Your emotional freedom mean to you? Teresa is able to regulate my emotions. And then ask yourself, what emotions are holding you back from feeling that way? So maybe you're in the middle of grief. Maybe you're in the middle of fear. Maybe you have, I know my big one is weight. Weight holds me back a lot. It's been something I've been working on through my own healing. What is holding you back? And then ultimately, and I truly believe that many times, not always, there's always medical issues, and I'm not discarding that at all. But many times, those of us that are holding on to some weight are holding on to some emotions. So what does that look like? What is that emotion? And how can we break free from it? Right? So I thought it was interesting that my business coach, who, by the way, I've never met face to face. I've only met her I Zoom with her, right? But I've never met her face to face, in live and in person. She said, you're a coach for emotional freedom. And I was like, man. And that's so true, because I've spoken on here before about one of my clients who was going on vacation and had not been in a swimsuit for a long time, and she wanted to be in a swimsuit. And so that emotion was holding her back, and we worked on those emotions to get her free. We get her free from those emotions that are holding her back, right? So it could be fear, it could be overwhelm, it could be grief, it could be, and you may not know. Something may be holding you back that you don't know, right? So take a look at that. See what that looks like. Get still, get quiet, maybe grab some paper and pen, take a few breaths in, and ask yourself, what is emotional freedom for me, and what do I need free from or free to, right? What do you want free to? Um, I on my sorry, my Hummer just came over. I took my feeders down because sorry, I'm squirrel. Oh, he's landed right here. Oh, I wish I could move the camera easily. Anyway, um, it could be that you are breaking free to do something, right? You're breaking free to apply for that job. You're breaking free to wear that swimsuit. You're breaking free to feel better about yourself so you can do something, whatever the case may be. So think about that and really look inward. And because I know that feeling that freedom is so powerful and empowering. And that word is so overused these days. And I hate that it's gotten this kind of ick feeling about it, but it is empowering. It's powerful. Making yourself proud, feeling confident, feeling like you can conquer the world, right? Is it easy to break free from the things that you, maybe not. It could be, but it's also, it maybe not, right? So I invite you this week to think about, what is emotional freedom for you? What does that look like? And what do you want to break free from or free to? Think about that. As you know, like I just said, I'm a coach. I'm a one-on-one coach, and I also do group sessions. So if you're interested, if you do that inward thing and you say, you know what, I think I really need some assistance on trying to figure out what this is that's holding me back from doing whatever, jet me a DM, send me a message, right? Or comment on here and say, hey, I want to chat with you. That's what I do. I have worked with women specifically. I don't necessarily work with men. I haven't worked with men. It's not, you know, not my thing. I really do want to work with women because I want them to feel good. I want to feel good. I don't, I'm at that stage, and I never thought that I'd have a midlife crisis, but I think I'm there. But I think it's because, I'm tired and I'm stressed and I'm overworked. And like, there's all the things, right, that I never thought that I would be. I don't know where I was going with that. I just dropped my train of thought. But I think we need to think about our own happiness and think about our own freedom and think about our emotional freedom. I don't want anybody to think that I'm talking about rights and that kind of thing. I'm talking about emotional freedom. What do you want to do? We can start anything at any time, ladies. I've been teaching at a university since I was 23 years old. And my second semester teaching, I had a 54-year-old. And at the time, I thought that was ancient. Right now that I'm knocking on the door, it didn't seem too old. But she had lost her job and she wanted to go back to school because she never got the opportunity to go to school. And she went to college. And she graduated with a 4-year degree. We can start anything at any time. We can. We can. If we want it, we can do it. There's a way, and I know there's a way. So get settled, get quiet. What does emotional freedom mean to you? Find out what's holding you back and take the steps forward, whether that is through therapy or one-on-one sessions with me or group sessions with me or whatever the case may be, to do that. Life is short. We got a short amount of time here on this earth. We do. And let's not let's not hold ourselves back anymore. Let's do this for us. Okay? All right, ladies, I do have a card. Y'all know I love my angel cards. And the word today is honesty. It's honesty. So I think once you sit down, start getting honest with yourself about what you want, what your truths are, what freedoms you want to break free from or break through to, You're going to feel a lot of peace. Good morning, Nani. Oh, I'm so thankful you found me too, not in a, big-headed kind of way, but I'm so grateful to have you in my life and in our group. I love having you here. I love having you here. Okay, ladies, I hope you have a wonderful day. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the outside, even if it's just a few minutes. So I walked outside. Side note, as you know, we have golden retrievers, and we walked outside the other day to let them out to go do their business. And I took my shoes off at the door, and I was just walking around the front yard with no shoes on. Take the girl out of the country, but can't take the country out of the girl. And my husband says, "Oh, well, I'll take the dogs and continue walking them since you don't have your shoes on." I said, "Oh, they're right there." I said, "I took them off on purpose," and he just shakes his head. This city boy, city boy who always wears shoes. He's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm just bebopping around the front yard with my shoes off. Whatever." I love nature, and I love sitting here. One of these days I'll flip you guys around, because what I stare at right past the camera is this tree that it's probably, I don't know how old it is. It's probably 200 years old, maybe. I don't know. It's ginormous. And I love looking at it because it's just nature. So even if you can get outside for just a few minutes, take some deep breaths in, look at a flower, take a walk, whatever it is, get outside, move that body of yours, because it is fabulous, and have a great rest of your weekend. All right. Bye, ladies.